David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. Looking for room. It's Rice. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Right side, it's Rice. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. He leaves it with the back. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Hard running there. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
And the big deflection on third down forces a 4th down. The Chanticleers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Bought a little time, lets it go. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, the offense will try to hang on with a 1st and 20. The run inside. It's Rice. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Turns it upfield. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
They punted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On his feet at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Reels it in. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target. This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you're running back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They're in the gun on 3rd down. It's Lopez. Oh, pressure's coming. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes a handoff. It's Rice. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. Breaks into the open. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. From the gun, it's Rice. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. They get to him as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got his man to the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Rice. Defense all over him.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On the option. Now the pitch. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack. He's up to 51 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. And the Rainbow Warriors kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the red zone, it's Rice. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Complete. Going for the goal line. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down. A little bit short, but what did I do? I made this a manageable 4th down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. Motion from the wide receiver. Oh, maybe a double pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Look out! And down he goes.
A lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. The fake and wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll field this one in tight quarters. Taken down right away. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Quickly to the tight end. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Delayed handoff. It's Alexander. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Chanticleers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go play action with Lopez. Slips away. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country. They were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their 1st sack of the game here in the 1st half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lopez. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. The 20. To the house.
The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Send the tight end in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
This quarterback is getting frustrated. You can see it now, right? They've had some possessions, but they only have a field goal to show for it, and he's now starting to take shots. That time, that was not the right look to throw it way down the field here at the end of the first half, but the defense loves this because right now, this quarterback is playing right into their hands.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. Can't get him to the ground. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, 1 little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The play fake. Lopez. Buying time to his right. He'll get rid of it. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The give. Nice move there. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Lopez to throw. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The shot that clears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Sells to run, looking to pass. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Running inside, it's Rice. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Utah in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Utes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Runs for the tackle. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws it back. Here comes the heat. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3, and that defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Throwing, Lopez. A shot toward the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Lopez from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
It is good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
The shot to clear is now ready to go on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Hits inside. It's Alexander. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride him again. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Lopez to throw. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Coastal! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Delayed handoff. It's Rice. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He's had a day, 103 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. 3rd down play from the gun. Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Quick give. It's Alexander. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might as well run him again. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Drives inside. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
The shot that clears, send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. The kick is on its way. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line.
Well, a lot of things going wrong for this team right now, certainly on offense, and now you're seeing it in the special teams as well. This punt return is one he's got to be able to field and at least hold on to the football. I understand he's trying to go score a touchdown, but you can't lose sight of your fundamentals, and that turnover is really a microcosm of all the problems that they've been having today.
He'll throw it. It's complete to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rice. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They give it back to him. Looking for a crease. Makes his man miss. Dragged down.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Push it ahead. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And the Chanticleers will call on their punt team. Kick is in the air. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's the danger of throwing the football from your own 2-yard line. You need to create some space to operate. You don't want to give up a safety, but, man, you can't throw that ball, force the ball, not even way down the field to take a shot. Now you put your defense in a horrible position.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Lopez. Flip it out to the back on the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Tries it on the sneak. Touchdown, shot to clear. And the stomping has commenced.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
And he tacked on the extra point. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The run inside. It's Rice. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. Give him 109 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing.